What if we got an Alien sequel that brought back the original Ripley, showed her kicking ass,
Where you want it?
and most importantly, retconned everything after Aliens? Today, we're discussing Neil Blomkamp's unmade Alien 5 film. Welcome back to Beyond the Great Films. While Alien and Aliens were critically acclaimed classics and commercial hits that define sci-fi horror and action, let's face it, the following two movies were met with mixed to negative responses and poor box office performance. With fans left disappointed and Ellen Ripley's story not completely fulfilled, Fox took the safe route and took time to regroup. While there were two Alien vs. Predator crossover films, the main narrative of Aliens seemed to be left to die, with even Sigourney Weaver feeling her character Ellen Ripley never got the finale she deserved. However, as it turns out, she wasn't the only person feeling that way. In 2014, while working with Sigourney Weaver on the sci-fi film Chappie, Neil Blomkamp started brainstorming ideas for a new Alien installment. Weaver even recalls that during Chappie's production, Blomkamp kept sending her these brilliant designs and ideas for an Alien movie. Even without a deal in place, without even being officially attached, Blomkamp was so passionate he kept working on it, and by the end of the year, he had created a whole collection of concept paintings visualizing his ideas for Alien 5. When he posted the paintings to Instagram and Twitter and mentioned it wasn't even something official, fan response was absolutely wild. So wild that within a few weeks, 20th Century Fox had greenlit his Alien project. Let's be honest, that's pretty cool. That shows the power of the fans. While the film was originally meant to be released after Prometheus and Alien Covenant, Neill was also someone who openly disapproved of the third and fourth Alien films. With the plan to pull a Halloween and completely ignore previous installments when making the sequel, Sigourney Weaver herself was enthusiastic about Blomkamp's vision. Even before the project was officially approved, Weaver indicated she was very interested in reprising Ellen Ripley under Blomkamp's direction. Meant to give her character a proper ending, we see the return of Ellen Ripley herself, along with the other two survivors of Aliens. Corporal Hicks, the Marine who famously, and let's face it, controversially, was killed off at the start of Alien 3, and Newt, the young girl Ripley effectively adopted in Aliens. Taking place 27 years after the ends of Aliens, Newt was rumored to be the main character that brought Ripley and Hicks back into the fight. The concept art and reports suggest that Ripley, Hicks, and Newt would have been part of a resistance movement fighting against Weyland-Yutani. The resistance uncovers that Weyland-Yutani has recovered the derelict ship from the movie Alien, and it is now studying its origins, and even worse, weaponizing its alien biology. As expected, the xenomorph simply can't be studied or weaponized, and all hell breaks loose. The surviving trio face new variants, with a battle either happening on Earth or a very populated colony. And now even androids and corporate mercenaries by Weyland-Yutani stand in their way. As Ripley, Newt, and Hicks beat the xenomorphs, and Weyland-Yutani, which includes the stomping around Queen Xenomorph loose in the city, Ripley rides off into the sunset with a character finally getting the ending she deserves. Whether she's alive, dead, with Hicks, we'll never know, unless Blomkamp or someone else wants to spill the beans. With an amazing vision, a brilliant director, and Sigourney Weaver wanting to return, what exactly happened? Now, much of the blame seems to fall on Fox and Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott was working on his second prequel, Alien Covenant, at the time, as Fox became hesitant to juggle both films at the same time and stagger their releases. Scott asked Blomkamp to wait until his film was released. Sigourney Weaver even later confirmed that Scott didn't want Blomkamp's film to interfere with his own. So he advised Fox not to move forward with Alien 5 until Covenant was out. In April 2017, Ridley Scott put the final nail in the coffin. In an interview, he stated that there was never a script in place for Blomkamp's Alien 5, just an idea that evolved from a pitch. Ridley Scott to be involved as a producer, but he said 20th Century Fox decided not to press ahead with the project. However, at the Aliens 30th anniversary panel at San Diego Comic-Con in July 2016, both James Cameron and Sigourney Weaver said Blomkamp's Alien script is innovative, amazing, and performs fan service. So there did seem to be a script in place after all. There was also other reports that the script was in place and the project was ready to go. So it seems like politics were at play, which was actually confirmed when Neil Blomkamp was interviewed by The Verge. He said, "It's sad. I spent a long time working on that and I feel like it was pretty awesome. But politically, the way it's gone now, and the way it all is, it's just not going to live." Fans were obviously disappointed and fingers are now firmly pointed at Ridley Scott. What do you think? Could Alien 5 been as good as Aliens? Or even Alien? Or was Ridley Scott right to get Fox to shelve the project? Let me know in the comments what you think, and make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content.